I'm Corbett Wall with DV Auction, here with a 3-minute cattle market update for Wednesday, April the 6th, brought to you in part by the American Simmental Association. Discover the advantages of responsible crossbreeding with SimGenetics. Go to simmental.org. This week already, it just appears that long-term weakness is coming in and rubbing out any short-term support that we have on the cattle markets. We thought that we kind of bottomed out last week on your futures market and seemed pretty sure of that, and we're hoping that we were going to get higher box beef this week, and it just hasn't panned out that way. Tuesday, a lot of pressure come down on the board. Live cattle futures on the April contract for Monday were up 22 cents, but Tuesday down 252 to end the day Tuesday at 130.67. Your June contract, where all your play is at right now, is at 120.75, and that's kind of where we're headed in that area, guys, and not too far down the road. Your feeder cattle futures for April, Monday was up 47, Tuesday was down $4.05 to end the day on Tuesday at 152.62. Your CME cash feeder cattle index is all the way up at 158.29, so big disparage right there. Your corn on your May contract is at 356.5, but you look at new crop corn for December is at 371, and I think that a lot of those players there are thinking that it could get dry and your corn could get higher during harvest there. It appears to be a big reason that your cattle were down so much on Tuesday and are really all day on Tuesday and early in the week failed to gain much ground at all, is because after last Thursday's report, where we saw a real bearish prospective plantings report come in for corn, and even though corn was down over 15 cents on Thursday, I think a lot of the players in Chicago really expected corn to be down more in the days after and into this week, and hasn't been that way, and actually corn's kind of holding its own, although it is down off of, it's been running around 370 for the last several months, and now we're at 356.5, which is a pretty weak corn market. But anytime we're looking at a premium down the road and going into the harvest, you know, that's kind of a sign that things are going to get better in the corn market, which is going to be tough on the cattle. Your weighted average on your fat cattle market last week on trades of 70,500 compared to 51,300 the previous week and 56,600 the same week a year ago. But your weighted average price on live steers was at 133.83, which is down 229, which last week was really a lousy week for trading, but they traded 3 days during the week. There was a little bit of competition there, and even though it was a down week and lost 229 on a cash market, heck, the live cattle board on Tuesday was down 252, so that's really not that bad at all. Your dress sales on steers 214.83, which was down 284, but you know, our highs for the week came late in the week, which is a good sign. 136 laid up north on a live basis and 217 dressed, which is not all that bad. And we could have a decent week of trade this week. Your kills, even though they are going to be doing some work and cleaning up around the packing houses, it looks like your week's kill could be pretty decent and a lot bigger than the same time a year ago, which we were running through real tight kills the same this time a year ago. But your box beef should be bottoming out right now. We've got a lot of demand coming around the corner right now, and we're looking kind of positive there. But long term, make no mistake, things are going to get a lot cheaper. You know, you look at your out fronts on your cattle board, and they're just a huge discount to what we're trading at right now. And we've got heavier supplies coming down the road. We know that. You know, this fall could be kind of tough whenever we get more calves dumped on the market than what we normally have. Plus, we're going to have all those fall yearlings, which are going to sop up the best demand right there. So it could be tough sledding for your calves. So be thinking about getting your calves sold well out front while we're still in a pretty decent trading range right now. you know, all your friends and neighbors are going to be selling theirs out front, and you don't want to be holding the short end of the stick. And don't necessarily wait on those late summer big videos to get in there, because there's going to be a ton of calves on those, and your buying outlets are going to think that they're going to be clogged up, and they will be. So if you get an opportunity to forward contract your cattle for this fall, you need to go ahead and do it, because we've got some rough roads ahead coming through this summer, and just more and more it's looking like it could be a dry summer in a lot of areas that really affect the market, like the Corn Belt and through your major grazing areas too. But look at a cash feeder cattle market in Oklahoma City at 6,700. Feeders steady to 3 higher, all due to that Thursday limit up board there. Had a few calves steady, but not really a good test. Joplin's feeder cattle had feeders steady to $2 lower, calves $2 to $6 lower, and so still a lot of weakness there. But check out DV Auction for anything coming up. We've got Texas and Southwestern Cattle Raisers Association's convention coming up this weekend, and we are going to be unveiling some things with Merck Animal Health on Beef Market Central, which is going to start containing some of your best elements of Cattle Market Central, including your real-time index and a feeder cattle ticker that shows real actual sales that are happening this instant in cattle auctions all over the country, and it's really a neat deal. But that's more than 3 minutes. We'll talk to you next week.